Hi everybody, Tiffany from A Different Chick Farm and Orchard, and I gave you an update on the greenhouse about a week ago. I've got some more stuff to show you now. So I'm going to flip you around here. So it was really cold outside last week, and it wasn't getting but about 50 degrees in here. Now, this morning when I came in, it was 70 degrees in our grow room, and temperature's dropping. So I have got both my heaters turned up in here. Obviously, our heat mats are going for our peppers and sensitive crops. But we are going to get, I think tomorrow night it's going to be down to 27, which is much better than 0 degrees. So much better. We can handle that. But it's still cold. And these plants are sensitive enough they cannot handle that. So we do have to keep it heated in here. But let's see what we got going. Okay, so our giant parsley, or giant of Italy parsley, there's just a few that's just now popping up. The parsley usually takes between 7 to 14 days to start germinating. It's not been that long. Steve's got it wrote down in his book when he did this, but it wasn't but a few days ago. Not too long. Our Elegance Purple Lavender is actually looking really good. They are able to be handled at this size. So what I will be doing, I'll be taking the individual little lavender plants. Oh, my hand smells so good. This is the great thing about side trail here. The great thing about a lot of these herbs is from the time that they start popping up, they start smelling like what they're supposed to smell like, which is wonderful. So every time that I brush by the purple lavender, it smells like lavender. And then my hands smell like lavender, which is much better than chickens, because chickens don't smell really good. So what we'll do with the Elegance Purple Lavender is we'll take each individual plant that we've got that's popped up, and we will up pot it. Most of those are going to go into our 2.5, 3-inch pots because they can ship easy. We've actually got perfect shipping trays we ordered several years ago that makes them very safe to ship in. So if you don't live around here, you can have them shipped to you. Or if you got a friend that you want to ship a lavender to, you can ship them too on our Etsy store. So keep that in mind. But at this, they are ready to be potted up. Now they are very sensitive and they break really easy. As you can see, they're just little tiny seedlings, very sensitive. So we got to be careful with it, and I am careful because I love my little plants. We got several that's got multi in there. I think that one's got 5, and there's 3 in that one. But like I've said before, I multi-sow these, usually 2 to 5 in each tray because the germination is so terribly low. And I also bought these more than 6 months ago. So that reduces the germination even further down. So another one is going to be our stevia, which has continued to do really well. And I'm going to have to water that because it is a little dry right there. But we got another stevia coming up, which is also pretty cool. But at this size, stevia is actually a little bit more tough than the lavender plants. They're somewhat smaller, but they are thicker. As you can see, they can take more. So what I'm going to be doing is taking these and up potting them. The ones I'm going to keep for myself, I will put in possibly one size tray and then get them to another size tray. But these may go in their permanent containers for me to ship them or to sell them here locally. So on our peppers, with the temperatures rising, I've had a few more peppers coming up, but I've also at the same time not had all of them that I was hoping to come up. But like with super hots, you never know. Our cotton candy habanero, I've only got 2 so far, which is very sad, but it is a rare one. There looks like there's trying to be another one pop up right there, so hopefully it gets strong enough and pops up. Big yellow mama, I don't got none. The mamas so far, sometimes it takes them twice as long to come up. 7-pot chocolates, not too bad for super hots. Leviathans, not terribly bad, not wonderful, but Nogla Beast, it's pretty bad. And I'm not sure what that is, but I don't think it's a pepper plant. That one is. So I've got 2 out of all of those cells, which stinks, but it's super hots. We know what we're dealing with here. Scorpions, not so bad. Bootla scorpions, pretty good. Chocolate Trinidad scorpions, pretty impressive. There's only a few that don't have any plants in them. Butch tea scorpions, excellent. That looks like it is only 2 out of all those planted. Did not come up. And then red Trinidad scorpions, same on it. Kudos, because I believe those are our seeds that we saved. So the chocolate Moruga scorpions, pretty good germination. Chocolate Buchla scorpions, once again, when you get really, really super hot, it is tough for it to come up sometimes, and it takes a while. It's not always great. Thor's Hammer Peach, pretty good. White Ghost, not terrible, but there are more coming up. And then Yellow Boot Jalokias, which are also like a ghost. Those are starting to come up a little bit more. I'm not going to go through all of these, but you can see several more coming up. This is a good indication right here that it is not the problem of the tray. It is the problem of the seeds. We've got Chocolate Ghost coming up. Chocolate Primatales that are great. Red Jigsaws, that's pretty good. And 7-pot Primos and 7 Primo Chocolates that are nothing. So that stinks. And then, like over here, we've got Apocalypse Great, Orange Long-tailed Scorpion Great, Caramel Morugas Great, White Morugas, Morugulas, and as you can see, these are all together. So it has nothing to do with where they're placed, with the heat mat, anything like that. It is just those 2 varieties stink right now. We do have some tomatoes over here, which are wonderful. They're starting to get their second leaf, which means, or their little true leaves. So as soon as those pop up, we'll be up potting these into new trays. So that is number 1 shelf. And I have got some lettuces over here, along with the lavender I showed you a minute ago. Not a whole lot, but I've got, Ruby Streaks mustard. I had to move these closer to the light. Raise them up a little bit so they don't reach so far, but they're starting to get their little cool true leaves to them, so they'll be going out soon. This is a very, 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 very old lettuce seed we had, May Queen, probably over 5 years old. Not great germination. That's kind of what we expect though. A Merlot lettuce. Doesn't really look like Merlot lettuce. I'm not sure what went on there. But anyway, it's popped up. Tom Thumb. Really good. Little tiny iceberg type. Little Jim. Little romaine type. Ruby red. Horrible, horrible germination. And Crispino, always good as ever. I think that was actually up the last time. But we do have now our collards, which I had to move up and up because they were reaching for the sky. And that may be good on Toy Story, but that's not good when you're talking about brassicas. So we're trying to make them strong so they can take it out in the real world. So we got to move them closer to the light. And same thing with our kale. We got Scarlet and Black Magic there. Russian Red and White Russian. I'm going to make them strong plants so they can take it. And the beets are not so much. We don't got to worry about them. They'll actually be being taken from these little trays and potted outside just soon. And then I've got my spinaches here. I got a red tabby, which is a pretty red one. And then Monstrous de Viroflay. I'm not sure how you actually say that, but it sounds cool like that. So that's how we're going to do it. And then don't have any roots growing on my rosemary. And like I said before, it may not actually grow from cuttings, but I'm trying it. There are several different ways you can do it. There are some people who use a rock wool. Rock wool is absolutely not allowed in organic farming and gardening. So people that say they do stuff organically, they use rock wool, that is not acceptable at all. So if you do that and you're growing organic, then stop doing it because it's not right. Okay, so we're going to head over here. I shared a post on my hibiscus, which is pretty cool. I've got some more coming up, thankfully, but right now I've got 2, 3, 4, 6 plants, which is pretty awesome. I've got some of our greenhouse peppers that have started coming up more there and there. Some more of our peppers. This tray's still not doing nothing, so I don't know what's going on there. Some pretty cool peppers there. This one's doing nothing. It may have to go back in the germination chamber. Tomatoes are looking beautiful. Onions are looking great. Calabrese, arugula, bok choy. All these onions. Oh, I love onions. Love them, love them, love them, love them. Those were a little bit slow to come up. Got Bridger, Calibra, and Merit. Merit is actually a new one for us. Merit is a Cipollini. So they are kind of good whole. They've got a different flavor to them. They are not just your regular onion you cut up. They are really good. So I'm excited about the Cipollinis from the Merit one. Our rosemary from seed, like I've said multiple times before, is very, very slow. But these are really, really close, probably 1 to 2 weeks from being up potted. And we have a bunch more that has come up in the last little bit. There also, we've also got, I know a lot of people buy rhubarb off of us every year, and I've got our rhubarb for this season coming up. This is just our first sowing of it. Now, you'll see over on the first shelf, we also had some. These are our strawberries. Strawberries from seed take a long germination time. So it's even worse sometimes than rosemary and stevia and lavender. They're painstaking. But we do have some varieties like White Soul, Alexandria, that are different little alpine strawberries we really love. But you got to get them from seed. Or you can, I think on those type, you can break apart the crown and divide them that way. I have done that before. But from seed is just kind of easier. It takes a lot longer, but you can do it earlier in the season. Be prepared. These are definitely ready to go out. We are in the process of fixing our number 4 greenhouse so we can get them out because they are ready. They are ready to grow, be out of these, be in the real life, hopefully be ready to sell in a few days, or not a few days, within a month or 2. Broccoli's ready to go out. Looks really pretty. Love these. This is our DCco. And then Noble Jade, it's ready to go. And our Sweet Bunch, which is wonderful. You can grow it like a broccoli rob, however you say that. But we love it. More onions. Mizuna, Tokyo Bacana. And I'm not remembering what you are. Homesai. So it's almost like a broccoli, but a little bit different. And then we got a kale back. So, greenhouse, well, not greenhouse, grow house update on this getting colder and colder and colder day. But it's okay. It's part of winter. You have to have all 4 seasons to have success. And so we're just going through them and making it work. We are getting close to capacity by the time we up-pot all this stuff. We're probably going to be close to capacity in here. So we're working on another room, and we're also working on one of our small greenhouses that we're going to be putting peppers into and heating it. So hopefully our heating bill won't be too bad. but it is what it is. So keep enjoying watching our videos, keep enjoying our plants. If you're local, we would love to have you purchase from us. We do offer CSAs only for a very much more limited time because we're getting ready to cut those off. I believe our main season CSA, which goes through spring and towards fall, is ending. If he hasn't took it off the website, it should be ending very soon. We'll have some summer ones, I believe, listed maybe next week. But we don't know how long we're going to list those because it's not that big for us. And we're going to have a farm store hopefully this summer open on the farm, so you can come by and buy your produce or buy it from the farmer's market. Plant sales, like I said, local or Etsy. When we start having them, we'll list them locally on our Instagram and Facebook. Etsy, there's some of them that's already listed, so if you don't live in the area, go on Etsy, find us, go ahead and place your order for your plants. They all will be USDA or DA organic certified. We are growing them to USDA standards, and they are certified under our certification. So anyway, it's a lot of rambling, a lot of talking. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully next time I'll make a more fun video, maybe some up potting of these rosemaries and stevias and lavenders, and maybe some more. So enjoy and subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and let us know what you like and what you don't like. And if I bore you to death, let me know. I may still bore you to death, but you know, anyway, it is what it is. Thank you for watching. Enjoy. Have a blessed day.